Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. So, what's going on? Where is everybody? So, I'm a couple minutes late today. I was actually working on something and then got behind. So, I'm just trying to catch up. So, on the actual AMA, I didn't get to listen to most of it, but we're going to listen and review in a few minutes. So let's see what we have. Let's turn on the spotlight and see what we can see. Happy Wednesday. This whole Memorial Day has my day all thrown off. I'm just trying to keep up. What up, Yazim? What's going on, fam? What's going on, Zebecians? What's going on, Zebec Network? So that is the video. Let me see here. Actually, first let's shout out to Caleb and Young. If you are looking for what was that? American Bitcoin. If you're looking for someone, Eric and Donald Trump debuts on NASDAQ under ABTC. What the freak? Yeah, but if you're looking for a new custody for your crypto and you need help finding your crypto, you can use Caleb and Brown. Forgot what I was doing there for a second, but you can use Caleb and Brown to help you custody your crypto, and they give you one-on-one support, and they help you 24/7. If you look in the descriptions, it'll give you the sign up code. So I just want to open up in the window because I had the AMA up as well and I didn't want to lose my place. But you can sign up with Caleb and Brown. Really good exchange, or actually a self custody. They actually custody the crypto for you. They have support if you call them at 3 in the morning. I ask about crypto. I do it all the time. And they're nice and friendly and will help you. So shout out to Caleb and Brown. What is going on with this X window? So while we're waiting for that to open, guess we'll go to the bubbles and check this out. Anybody know what this is? This World Mobile Token that partnered with your main man, uh, ZBCN and the Zebec Network, right? We are partnered with the World Mobile Token, and it is up 15.8% today from 17 cent to 19 cent. I hope you guys picked it up while it was down before it starts up 1.9% on the hour, 15.2 on the day, 13.8 on the week, and 33.4 for the month and 10% for the year. So if you know, like I know, there is a long way to go, right? So if you get in now, you could possibly ride it back up. Shout out to everyone that is following the BTM Crypto News Network. Let's go back to the bubbles. Let me check what's going out. Yazi in peace. Got to change the time on you guys. Pushed it back a little bit. Got caught up. Just trying to stay from falling too far behind. Peter, what up? What's good? BTM Bucks for ZBCN. How's your day, brother? Busy, Peter. Busy, busy, busy. I'm about to change it back to the Busy Bee Crypto News Network. What up, BTM Crypto? What up, Jose? What up, DR? What up, Angela? Anyone checked out Bank R coin? Bank R. I haven't, Angelo. We might check that out. But back to what I was saying. So XPR is up 7.1. Mr. Megals is up 7.8. Metal is up 7.3. Prime is 5.6. Dodge is up 4.1. AI, OZ's up 4%. AVAX is up 4.6. Organize up 3.1. Alchemy Pay is up 2.9. AI 16Z's up 4.9. Spectra is up 7.9. Bunk is up 1%. Nero is up 3.6. Osmosis is up 2.8. Powell's up 5.4. XCN is up 0.8. Gala's up 1.4. Casper is up 0.8. I don't know what happened with Casper. I know with the whole contract thing getting delayed, things fell apart quick. Stronghold is down 5.1%. White is down 5.4. XPX 6900 is up 5.4. Swarms is up 2.1. Peanuts up 1.5. FET is up 1.5. Noxel, what's this shit? Is up 1%. Air Jones base up 4.9% on the day. I check out Air Jones Virtuals is up 9.2. AIXBT is up 3.7. Bears up 1.8. Turbo's up 2.5. DAG is down 5.4. Link is up 1.7. Flocky 1.8. Turbo 2.5. Putty Penguin 2.3. ZBCN, the crypto we all know and love, is up 2.1. 0.4 on the hour, down 8.3 on the week, 19% on the month, but we're still up 340%. Make sure you guys are patient, right? Don't sell, don't panic sell, don't wig out. Be patient at the 0043. And it's weird. WorldCoin is up 15% and Zebec is up 2.1. Seems like they would be closer together in price action. Brett's up 1.4. Ethereum Classic is up 0.9. Partcoin's up 2%. Xbar's up 1.1. Spell's up 1.5. Boodan's up 1.4. And see if I can sneak out of here and get some water. Let me see. How long is this video? Let's check and see real quick. I'm on this video from Crypto Chrome to see what Crypto Chrome has to say. Let me grab some water.
Imagine if your paycheck didn't wait for Friday. Instead, it moved into your account every second you worked, like a heart that beats money into your wallet. Every pulse, every second, something new arrives. That's Zebec Network. It began in 2021 on Solana with a vision to make payroll instant. Workers and companies can send money in USDC without delays, without middlemen, and without borders. Through its WageLink platform, Zebec Network links directly with traditional payroll systems, but upgrades them for the blockchain era. This means instant, stablecoin-based payroll that works across borders, cutting costs to nearly zero while making every second of work count in real time. Zebec Card, powered by MasterCard, works anywhere in the world, letting you spend crypto like cash, with no fees and instant activation. Their cross-border pilot between the US and Mexico already moves $500 million a year, with plans to expand worldwide. For Web3 companies, Zebec Network's treasury tools keep operations smooth, compliant, and efficient. Zebec's multi-sig tool takes trustless payments even further, acting as an escrow for global commerce. It's already being tested by transport companies to replace slow, bank-based transactions with secure, blockchain-backed agreements. It's like trading in your monthly paycheck for a living, breathing stream of income, each moment pumping fresh value into your life. But here's the twist. Once people experience money moving like this, will they ever go back to the old way? The clock is ticking on payday as we know it, and Zebec Network might be the one flipping the switch. And here's the question no one can answer yet. When instant pay becomes the norm, who will be the first to benefit, and who will be left behind? Want more crypto videos? Check out my playlist. Remember, this post is brought to you by the Crypto Chrome. Like, follow, share, and repost this video if you believe that crypto is the future, and the future is now.
Let's dive into it today. We're going to look at what's going on in DC as we gear up for a very heated season on blockchain. We'll break it down for you. My name is Paul Barron. Welcome back into the show. I do want to thank our sponsor today. That is Coinbase, a place where you guys can get going on your crypto journey. Just jump over to coinbase.com. Future of money is here. Whether you're a business or an individual, you can participate right there on coinbase.com. A lot of opportunities there as well. If you don't have the companion app, which is the Base app, download that as well. You'll learn a little bit about self-custody. You'll learn a little bit more about what Coinbase is doing as a chain on Base. And of course, use our link. It does help us out. You can get up to $200 in crypto just by making your first trade. So check that out. Listen, we wanted to bring Ron Hammond back in, who has been a very successful lobbyist for the crypto industry and continues his efforts over at Wintermute. So Ron, how are you? Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well, Paul. I'm doing pretty good. It's a little hectic and it's just starting. So
no kidding. Hey, listen, I was looking at your tweet right here. Congress, this week in Congress crypto, this is the last quiet week. This is it. No more quietness. We're going to see a lot more happening. What would you think is the first thing we'll start to see Congress address right now as they return?
Well, they got plenty on their plate right now. I mean, obviously, since Congress left to go back to their districts at the beginning of August, again, that's typical for every single Congress every single year. They go back and campaign in their districts or go talk to their voters. We saw the DC National Guard come in into that situation. There's a lot of talks about a possible shutdown now at the end of September. So that's going to be taking up a lot of time this month. And then at least in the crypto space, we're really looking forward to seeing what the next draft is for the market structure bill. Because for those who don't maybe recall, the Senate is now going to be doing their own version of market structure. They're not going to be taking, at least right now, the Clarity Act, which passed out of the House just a few months ago, on a very significant bipartisan basis, over 2/3 of Congress, at least the House. It seems that the Senate is going on their own product, and they said they should have a draft sometime mid to late September. It could get pushed with the shutdown, but right now, all eyes, at least in the lobbying world and policy world of crypto, are very focused on what's happening with the market structure draft and what the text says, because it's very important and will have legs. We'll have to see.
Why did the Senate decide to go that direction as opposed to just taking the lead from the House?
You know, we've seen this happen before. Actually, we saw this with this Genius Act, the stablecoin bill, where the House had their own version, the Stable Act. The Senate had the Genius Act. And at the end of the day, the Genius Act won out, even though the House was moving forward a tad faster in the early part of the year. You know, some of that is
ran
more
over a little longer than I expected. So let's see here. What up, TK? Good afternoon. Hold the line. Like the like button smash. Thank you, TK. What up, Juan Bullish? Partnership with XDB and Zano. You're gonna cover that in a minute. Zebec will start the altcoin season. Don't miss the train before it leaves the station and never returning. Yeah, shout out to Hangman, actually. Let me see, let's go back to X. So this is the huge month coming for ZBCN. So we had the Zebec ecosystem spaces. We'll get to that in a second. I caught some of that, but missed most of it. Anybody hear anything back from this Zebec and Azure's Evolve HCM Growth Summit? And then we got certified for the SOX 2 compliant. And then at the end of the month, a Zebec at Cybos. So let's get back to it. This is, if your money isn't in this 5 billion, I suggest you join the club quick. So a massive announcement. We are up to 5 billion stake. I think the last announcement it was 4 billion, right? A massive milestone for Zebec Network. Our community, every token stake strengthens our ecosystem and sets the stage for what's coming next. Milestone 5 billion reach. Earn up to 15% APY. So the big catalyst here is with 5 billion stake. That means these are long-term holders, right? Once you stake it, you can't go back in. I think the lowest is a month. So for at least a month, right? 5 billion, no matter what happens in the market, will be invested into Zebec or Zebec or Zebec. The space is very good. Only competition to DeepSeek. Really? Once ZBCN hits a penny, you've missed the train. So this is big moves in RWAs. Hondo Finance, Chainlink are teaming up to bring 100 plus tokenized U.S. stocks and ETFs on chain with tamper-proof pricing. Guess what? ZBCN is partnered with both Hondo and Chainlink. ZBCN is positioned right at the center of the RWA plus payroll payment revolutions. Trillions are coming, and Zebec is ready. Hondo, breaking news. Hondo Finance and Chainlink team up. Hondo launches a global market, bringing 100 plus tokenized U.S. stocks and ETFs on chain, powered by Chainlink oracles for real-time tamper-proof pricing. So that is one of many partnerships, which I knew was happening, right? These guys are going to start teaming up and being um, partner or being together as they grow. Sharing content of ZBCN partners, World Mobile, WMTX, good information below to pass along.
We're in Malaysia.
So let's
Speed test.
start this back over. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, WMTX is going crazy, up 16%. Not financial advice, but get in when you can, or DCAN. So let's see what this video is talking about real quick.
Imagine carrying a passport in your pocket, but instead of stamps, it unlocks seamless connections across the world. That's what the World Mobile eSIM delivers. Setup is effortless. A magic code to log in, a QR to activate, and you're online. No plastic, no passwords, just instant eSIM access. For $70 a month, the Global Access eSIM gives you 20 gigabytes of high-speed data in 73 countries. And this isn't weak roaming. In Singapore and Malaysia, speed tests on Ookla and Fast.com reached 500 megabits per second, while Google's own test showed around 100. Streaming, calls, even tethering. Smooth as silk. Crossing borders, no SIM swaps. The eSIM roams automatically like a universal key that just works. Privacy is baked in. Encrypted VPN, SIM swap protection, and fraud insurance up to $1 million running quietly in the background. Hotspot? No problem. WhatsApp calls? Crystal clear. With a SIM, your connection follows you like a shadow. But the real power comes with staking World Mobile's token. Picture your tokens as seeds. Sitting idle, they stay small. But when you stake them, they grow into towers of connectivity, fueling the network itself. And staking comes with levels. Start small at the blue tier with 100 tokens, and you earn basic rewards. Bronze begins at 5,000 tokens, silver at 10,000 where rewards double, gold unlocks with 50,000, platinum with 100,000, and black at 250,000 tokens with boosted rewards, priority access, discounts, and VIP events. Founder bonuses make it even richer. Stay on a monthly plan and you get 10% back in bonus tokens. Commit for 6 months and it's 50%. Lock in for a year and you can double it with 100% back. These bonus tokens later convert 1-to-1 into WMTX, multiplying your rewards. It delivers something far more valuable than a bargain plan. Reliable, private, borderless connectivity, tied directly to the rewards of a crypto-powered network. And that's the future World Mobile is building, connecting everyone everywhere. Want more crypto videos? Check out my playlist. Remember,
Shout out to Crypto Chrome in that video on WMTX, which is World Mobile, which I think is going to be a very big partnership with Zebec. maybe a penny is harsh, but y'all get the point. You will not be buying if 1 cent is expensive, or not be buying it. 1 cent is expensive. Actually, let's go to AMA. So this is a introduction of Zano.
Me on the stage. I'm Quinten, the head of marketing and growth at the Zano project. To give you guys a quick rundown about what Zano is a privacy by default layer 1 blockchain. So it doesn't only support Zano, you actually can create your own assets, your own tokens on top of Zano, and the tokens are as private as Zano itself. So you don't see amounts, you don't see addresses involved, you don't even see the asset types transacted, because financial privacy is super, super important, of course, especially in today's world. And yeah, we recently got integrated on Zebec because we always have a strong focus on making Zano as usable as possible. And of course, the holy grail for crypto would be direct support of acceptance by merchants and e-commerce for cryptocurrencies. However, crypto adoption is still not at that stage. Of course, there's, I mean, the reality is that people still use Visa and MasterCard basically anywhere. So for us, it made sense to partner with Zebec because it's basically a very good alternative for Zano to become spendable and usable via Zebec's cards.
Yeah, absolutely love that. And thank you for being so succinct there. That's awesome. I'll take the other three through that as well. I'm reliably informed the best thing to call you is CJ from Boba.
So that was Xanos. Let me know if you can hear it. The next one up is Boba.
Love to hear a bit more about what you guys are doing also and the work that you're doing with Zebec.
Sure, thank you. Pleasure to be here. My name is CJ. I'm part of the BD team here at Boba. Just to give you a quick overview, Boba Network is a layer 2 on Ethereum. We've been in the space for just about 4 years, and we've had a very strong focus on being a blockchain that's very reliable when it comes to being super fast, super cheap, very effective in terms of onboarding developers, and just bringing a very strong focus to the ecosystem of allowing really creative dApps to exist on the blockchain. We have our own native tech as well called Hybrid Compute that makes this super simple for developers to play with Web2 applications and sort of bring them back on chain. And very excited to be partnering up with the Zebec Network guys, simply because we really wanted to put full focus on our token and give more utility to our community and users through the Boba token. One of the ways that you can do that is, of course, through having very strong e-commerce and payment solutions. And we're very excited to see how we can basically take this to market. Yeah, that's a little bit about me and Boba, and I'll pass it on to the other speakers. Thank you.
Love that. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. I love how we're already getting into the value that's added by being able to give people real utility with their token. I think that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with me, CJ. Danielle from XDB. How are you doing? Talk to me a bit about what's going on at your end and the partnership with Zebec.
So thank you very much. Yeah. So quick intro about us and straight to the Zebec partnership, which is I think what is really relevant to talk about today. My name is Daniele Mensi. I'm Italian. I'm the founder of XDB Chain. XDB Chain, simply speaking, is a layer 1, which is building all the touch points to enable brands and, in general, B2B organization to on-ramp to the Web3. It's easy to say, it's very difficult to do because there are a lot of details in how things are being done, compliance, technical stuff, and so on and so forth. But in essence, being a layer 1 requires a lot of flexibility to adapt to the real world. So now we are building all these adaptation layers, like dApps, like security infrastructures, like marketing packages to enable normal business to enter to the Web3, because we don't want them, to involve in the Web3 by being, kind of a Bitcoin treasury company. That's a passive involvement in the Web3. We want them to be actively engaged to build on the Web3, and we would like XDB chain to be the layer one of choice. Over the last weeks, we have been involved very much to build a layer two on top of our layer one, being EVM compatible, because XDB chain is not an EVM blockchain, it's a fork of Stellar. And we have been inspired by this, with this hybrid approach, by a very confidential project with a major organization, which has not been, publicly disclosed, where we have been building a kind of a private blockchain for them, with the goal to become a public blockchain, because they didn't want to start a project in a public fashion. And we have been inspired by this approach by building this layer two EVM compatible on top of our layer one. And so it's so exciting right now to really bring all these, enhancements from the Web 2, or from the, I would say, the B2B world, the LinkedIn world, as they call it, to the real world, which is for us the Web 3. And I'm very much excited about this partnership because, since the first talks with Simon, we feel very engaged with the vision of Zebec to grow further and to expand by studying from real world application and real world use cases. We've been impressed since the beginning because we were scouting in the Solana ecosystem which projects has real world value. And among our research, we've seen Zebec being, to me, on the top of the spot. And being inspired by this vision, getting to the details, and now really progressing and advancing this partnership, starting from the off-ramp that we already.
So shout out to I think that was XDC, but they had some technical difficulties with Octaspace. Let me see if I can fast forward to these guys.
Freeze them. It's the reserves are provable and the asset is over collateralized, and it's entirely private by default. So it has, Monero level privacy, but with the stability of any other stablecoin that you're used to.
Fantastic. Ben, I think
Yeah, awesome.
Tarek is back on. Let's see if his mic is working.
Hey, Tarek.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can. Welcome. Okay, let's rattle through because I don't want to. So why don't you very quickly introduce yourself and Okta and what's going on at that end?
I'll do a quick crash course. Yeah, thank you for
Thank you.
inviting me to this. And again, apologies for the technical issues. For those who don't know, Octaspace is a decentralized compute provider. So with specific owners that people provide idle compute resources across the world to our platform. We've built an extensive set of technology and services, which are currently generating revenue. We have over 11,000 registered users on our platform at the moment. And a lot of that is focused on providing decentralized compute. So from AI to even remote gaming. We also have our own rendering platform, which is being used by artists and visual effects studios. There's around 3.5 million frames rendered in total. Last time I looked for just our rendering platform, and that's just one of our products. But as I say, we've launched some of the most revolutionary tech in the market. Where we're, as far as I know, there's currently no one like us in either Web 2 or Web 3 that does everything we do in one place. We partner with Zebec as well, which is really, really great. We kind of looked into opportunities of how to increase the utility of Okta, since Okta is obviously the primary payment instrument in our environment. And we thought, okay, Zebec is amazing. We loved what you guys were doing. And obviously we can now add an additional layer of utility to Okta where users can spend as well as earn Okta as well. So for those who provide idle compute resources. So I hope that kind of does that cover it?
That was great, Tarek, honestly. And I think
yeah, absolutely fantastic. Great run through. Thanks for being so succinct.
So I don't know if you've heard that or not, but he went over what Octaspace is doing. What up, Silver Days? Zebec. What up, Silver? Yazim. Zebec. XDC user uses R3 Corna, and the DPCC is going to utilize it three quadrants quadrant and its asset uses 3R Cordon, and the DTCC is going to utilize it 3 quadrillions its assets. So let's get back to the spaces real quick. We'll play this out a little while longer.
If you want, you can actually scroll, like move on to the next question immediately, and then I'll move on to the other guys while we've got you. So
I didn't hear the next question. So
let me tell it to you. So how will your technology shape how people earn, spend, and interact with money in the next 3 years?
Oh, great question. Well, obviously, in relation to, well, as I mentioned, what the services that we provide are focused on AI and various other, areas. So we even have VPN rendering and so on. And obviously, I think we've been building something so unique in the way to attract users to use, and we've been. I'm going to be direct, encroaching a lot on Web 2 and Web 3, certain Web 3 competitors, and taking a big market share. I think it's important to note, let's realistically, Web 3 has struggled in certain aspects of adoption from payments. And I think now that people are providing real services, especially, for example, in the case of Okta, they are more focused and willing to explore opportunities where they can spend money in Web3. And it's something I think over many years we've worked to kind of really breach that barrier, because obviously everyone looked at Web3 initially as just an investment. Now, and this is the case with with what Zebec are doing as well, right? Because you guys are bridging that gap as well. And I know I'm looking at the payroll stuff that you guys are doing as well, and that's really cool. And we love what you guys are doing there. And it's the same with us, right? We've built something that people really will use, not just users, but also businesses, etc. So I think in the next kind of in the next 3 years, I mean, we've seen growth in the last 2 years, and I can't imagine what the growth is going to be like in the next 3 years. It's going to be amazing.
Exactly. And here on the Zebec side, I would echo those sentiments and say that Zebec has been typically a user of the Amazon cloud for a lot of our computing, and particularly the engines behind our Zebec AI layer. And now we've started to use the Octaspace platform, and so far the feedback has been incredible, and we actually plan to move over more of the computing from Amazon Web to Octaspace in the coming months.
Love that. Great stuff. Great to see the partnership, going even deeper. Okay, I'm going to ask the same question then to CJ. How will your technology shape how people earn, spend, and interact with money in the next 3 years?
Yeah, I'll keep it short, just with the essence of time. But I think after a certain point, all of these technologies are pretty similar, right? Bearing some differences here and there, but it's all about, for us in particular, the partnerships you forge and the type of service providers and distributors you work with. So having more partnerships like Zebec Network will allow us to have a much wider merchant ecosystem, therefore allowing payments to be much more easily facilitated. We also have some upcoming partnerships with some other dApps that have just deployed with us, who have APIs with Amazon and other marketplaces, in which the Boba token can easily be used to purchase anything through these marketplaces. And having Zebec with us now as well, we would love to see how we can make you guys collaborate with.
So if you haven't caught on yet, Zebec is positioned to be a major player in any part of crypto, right? Zebec is helping World Mobile Token, helping Zano, Bobo, XDB, Octaspace, all these projects are doing separate things, and Ondo and Chainlink, all of them are doing separate things, and the key project involved, the one that's bringing them all together, is Zebec Network. So you got to be crazy to think Zebec is not going to hit over a penny soon, right? When it starts to run, and maybe, I don't know, these predictions change every day. Maybe 10 cents by the end of the year, maybe 25 cents. More than that would be crazy. For it to hit $1, ZBIC would pretty much have to take over crypto, which is possible as well, guys. I'm not ruling that out, but I'm saying it's a steeper hill to climb for ZBIC to push up to, I think it is 80 billion or something crazy astronomical for ZBIC to hit $1. It's got to get in the billions, the upper billions. I think I wrote it down, and it must be happening because I rarely keep these pages with numbers on them. And if this is up here, this maybe is a good indication that it is possible. Let me see. I thought I wrote it down. Did I? Yeah. 9 billion would be 10 cents, right? So it's not even at a billion market cap. So to get to 10 cent, we would need a 9 billion market cap. So I think roughly 10 times 100 billion, 90 billion to get to $1. And again, we're not even at $1 yet. So let me know what you think. I got 5 on it. Me too, Silver Days. Me too. I got 50 on it. The old system uses market cap to guesstimate. Uses market cap to guesstimate. These cryptos are utilities. These market cap rules go out the window. And I hope you are right, TK. ZBIC will 1,000 be $1,000. Okay, TK, I think you are breathing too much of that XRP hopium. But I do agree, right? I want it to succeed. I want it to make as much money as possible. I will moon boy Zebec to the very end, my friends. So let's go back to holder count. We didn't really do a lot of the general information. Currently, we're at 82,022. Like I mentioned yesterday, maybe what's that? Yeah, wait, yeah. ZBIC will possibly get to 100,000 holders by the end of the year, right? These are not unique holders. These are just wallet addresses. But I do think they will get to 100,000 wallet holders by December. Silver Days, what is that? With Binance and Coinbase listing, 9 billion market cap is within reach. Okay, Hangman. 5 billion ZBIC staked. Yes, we're looking at that early. We can get that to 10 billion. That would be close to 10 cents. That's weird. Zebec, what up, Tony T? What's going on? In the last 4 hours, we picked up 3 wallets. 12 hours, 23 wallets. Last day, 99 wallet addresses. 3 days, 128. For the last week, 291. 14 days, 779. And 30 days, 2,850. We were up to the 5,000. I'm not sure how it went from 5,000 to 4,000 and 2,000. But as long as we're in the thousands for the 30-day, things are looking good, right? More people are getting on board. The adoption is coming. We'll just have to wait it out. And this is World Mobile Token, WMTX at 19 cents already. 15.5% up today. 138.9 million market cap. What was this at 19 cents at 138 million market cap? 24-hour trading volume is 5.8 mil won. Holders 10,009. Yes, 10,900. Total supply is probably why there's only 2 billion world mobile tokens. I'm probably going to pick up some more world mobile tokens. It's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. So back over to Zebec 0041, up 4.3%. Market cap is 380.2 mil won. Max supply is 100 billion versus, where do we go? World mobile max supply is 2 billion. Talking about price shot. Let me see. Live Coin Watch has a Zebec at the 0041, 21.7 million market cap. No, 21.7 million. 24. Market can't be no 21. We're up 1.1 on the hour, 1.8 on the hour, 4.1 in the 24 hours, down 6.6 for the week, 18.5 for the month, up 2 or 0.31 for 90 days, and 368.5 on the year. So when this pumps, we are going to know. Definitely going to be on the inside. This is, what is this? This is Solo Scan. Solo Scan says we're at 82,022. Oh wow, it's weird. The Solo Scan's usually not that close. We're off by 2. Holder scanned and picked it up. Bro, they are right on the money this time. Let me see. So go back over to X and what we're doing. And this is 5 billion staked as ZBCN. This is Bluezilla ZBCN of 15 cents this cycle. Okay, Sandeep. I can live with that. Rise and shine, bullish time. Shout out to Bullzilla. Guess who followed me? Take a look. Getting crypto content since creating crypto content since 2016. I helped start. John Cena is actually pretty deep in the crypto game. So I don't know what you guys think, but he actually is involved in a lot of projects. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but since he is here, shout out to CG and John Cena and Bozilla. Weird. I thought there was sound here. I'm glad it's not because we won't get hit with a strike. So this is SOC 2 compliant. And I like that sign, Zebec Network, the SOC 2. I wonder if this is a real sign or not. Is there like a Zebec headquarters somewhere where the sign is there? CKG Crypto News Bullzilla. I wonder if this is a real sign somewhere though. That's awesome. I wonder if I can get a copy and put it in my office, right? Put it in the office like behind me. That'd be cool, right? On the wall. Zebec Network SOC 2 compliant, a BTM across the bottom, or actually across the top, BTM Crypto News Network. That would be awesome. Somebody could just get a sticker and slap it on there and take me a couple pictures. And I could put like the picture of the picture on the wall. That would be scams. Congratulations to Archa X, to their tokens as BlackRock ICS Treasury Fund shining in the GDF working group. Institutional reach gets stronger. And I hate all these acronyms. Proud to have tokenized BlackRock ICS US Treasury Fund featured as an asset focused by particular IO in the Global Digital Fi Working Group. This initiative paves the way for using tokenized MMF as variable collateral and derivative markets under East and EU law governing the ISDA CSA. Excited for the full report to come out. Particular has been mandated as dedicated rating provider of the GDF working group on the tokenized money market funds as collateral in UK and EU. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds pretty important. Zebec Network ArchaX, Mika newspaper and EGS disclosures. So I guess they're working on getting Zebec updated, written, and compliant for MECI or MECI or MICA, which is the compliant in Europe or EU and UK. Represented by blockchain and digital asset technology to deliver real utility at scale. Financial institutions are understanding the value of adopting digital assets for real world use cases, said Graham Rodford, CEO of ArchaX. Pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, but actually just saw it today. So cut your boy some slack. There is now real momentum building for tokenized real world assets, and ArchaX is at the forefront of tokenizing assets since liquidities, debt instruments, and money market funds in collaboration with Ripple. We are excited to.
I think that's the beautiful thing about Archax is you guys work.
So it is ArchaX. Let's see what this guy's talking about. This guy looks familiar. Can't remember who he is though. Let's play this real quick and see what we can see.
I think that's the beautiful thing about Archax is you guys work, for example, with Algorand, Arbitrum, Ethereum, Hedera, Polygon, Solana, Stellar, XDC, obviously XRP.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, XDC, we did some test transactions. Well, yeah, we don't. Yeah, your point's right. We are friends. We try not to too much be involved in the kind of our chain's better than your chain. We're just trying to get people. I kind of think of them as I kind of think of the chains as countries, right? And in those countries they have like different theme parks or things you can do in them, and to go to that country you need the currency, and people want to travel and they want to go and do one thing in that country, then they want to visit another country for something else. So if I give someone the Aberdeen tokenized money market fund and I give it to them on Hedera, well, that's great. They can use that on Nest on Hedera. But let's say Aave launch on Polygon and they allow borrower lending against the Aberdeen Money Market Fund. I want people to be able to bridge it over and be able to go and play with the apps that are on that chain. So that's kind of the world we're trying to create. Hopefully over time it will be a little bit more obfuscated. But there's a lot of good people building a lot of different chains. And when you go, our chain's better than your chain, you're kind of throwing away all the good stuff that's taking place in those other communities.
So shout out to, I guess, Archer Chain about that comparison. He's right? We got to work together, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, cats and dogs, we're all in this together. This is, guess who followed me on X? It's John Cena. Is John Cena bullish on ZBCN? Is he bullish on XRP? Rumor has it John Cena is bullish on CKJ crypto. So I don't know. I think John Cena's following me for earlier. Let me see if we can find. Why is it not on here? That's weird. I think it's like John Cena something. But I didn't really know. I can't confirm or deny if this is really him, right? Maybe it's somebody uses his account, or maybe it's someone clever that is made the account up. But you can see here. Actually, I guess it is him. But yeah, look. Okay, I guess he doesn't follow me. Yeah, John Cena follows you. Uh-oh. I don't know. But shout out to CKJ. And let's see if John Cena does come through and shout us out or something, or at least post a Zebec Network. What is this? Zebec Network posting or something. I think that'll be cool. Or keeping it pushing. This is lunch update. Seems to be picking up, but it's still slow climb uphill. I know none of my followers would sell a single ZB, not a single freaking ZBCN, bro. Not a single piece of part, a fortune, or a piece of the Zebekian. Hold captain told me in a dream last night that if you don't hold long term, then they'll spank you. Okay. It's kind of weird, but hey, whatever floats your boat, my guy. But this is diamond, like triple diamond hands. Where did these guys find that glove at? I think that is cool. And that Zebec token. I actually like the gloves though. Continue to diamond hand and hold. Midas Gold ZBCN is quietly loading. Net inflow 4.4 million today. Well active. Strong buy walls holding at the 0038 floor. Breaking above the 0042. Next stop, the 005 or the 007. September catalyst. Mickey plus Sabos are around the corner. Did you buy the dip? Because if you didn't, you're about to be real sick. Remember, don't cry. Buy the dip. Dip's not for crying, it is for buying. Let me see. So that is what we're looking for. Trader View. I gotta stop doing. I keep getting caught in these news articles. So this is if you're in LA, swing by Solana Summer House. September 5th and 7th with Legends Solana Space. Built on Solana, Zebec delivers programmable real-time money flows on chain across border seamlessly. Whether you're streaming pay, managing wallets with the Zao powered security, or sending via Zebec card, that all comes alive at Solana Summer House. What is this Solana Summer House? Why wasn't I invited? That's actually pretty cool. 7th and 8th Melrose Avenue. Solana Foundation, Solana Places, Digital Cinder Club. That's weird. What is this? Nitro Zebec latte? What? Raposa Nitro Zebec. Oh man, I wish I could grab one of those to at least keep for what is that? Memorabilia. Bro, I love some memorabilia. If anybody is out in the Cali area, swing by and get your main man wearing a gas mask. The air is so fine. Yeah. If anybody's in the area, pick up your boy a nitro a Zebec latte. Just the actual bottle, right? I don't even want to drink the latte. Actually, it'd be cool if it was in there, but if not, would definitely love to get at least one of I guess I got kicked out of the studio. I don't know what happened. That's weird, actually. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Testing, testing. Can you hear me now? Okay, so we're live. We're live. We are live. Let me see here. But yeah, if you are there and available, get your main man BTM one of these cans just for memorabilia purposes, if nothing else. Let me know. Continue cashier's check or at least pay for shipping. But if you're out in the area, hook your boy up. Let's see here. Go back to X. Why is my X not loading? I don't know what the frick. Uh, that's weird. The X side's not loading. Maybe it needs another video. I don't know what's going on. But the revolution of money, yes, sir, skills to the max. Um, go back to X. And this is a quick video. Plans to integrate. Why does it sound like my phone's ringing? Plans to integrate with Federal Reserve management systems via partnered. So let's run this real quick, and I guess we'll shut it down. It's weird.
Exactly. And part of the beauty of what we've built at Zebec is that it can integrate directly with any bank in the ACH system through our connection to CodaPay. So our goal, of course, is to drive mass adoption, not by replacing the current system, but by plugging our rails into the Federal Reserve managed systems in the US, such as FedWire and FedNow, which already process trillions in daily transaction volume. So for us to grow as a company at the rate that we want to, it makes much more sense to partner with the leaders in the existing system rather than build a new system that is completely outside of that realm. Exactly. And part of the beauty of what we've built at Zebec is that it can integrate directly with any bank in the ACH system through our connection to CodaPay. So our goal, of course, is to drive mass adoption, not by replacing the current system, but by plugging our rails into the Federal Reserve managed systems in the US, such as FedWire and FedNow, which already process trillions in daily transaction volume. So for us to grow as a company at the rate that we want to, it makes much more sense to partner with the leaders in the existing system rather than build a new system that is completely outside of that realm. Exactly. And part of the beauty of what we've built at Zebec is that it can.
So shout out to actually that's the Coda Pay. It's the other AMA. This is Phoenix top 10 coins by Lunar Crush altcoin rating, September 3rd, which is today. So you got the Zebec, the ZBCN token number 1, HFT, I don't know what that is, MXY, not sure. RCL, don't know. Zent, still don't know. Putty Penguin, we do know. Prove, Bid, XYN, and MER. But thanks for joining, guys. I don't want to hold you all day. I just wanted to get some of the information out about the AMA. Maybe tomorrow we'll be better prepared and have time versus running crazy today. But thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing, and subscribing and putting up with your main man BTM, and also for all the super chats. But because of you, I am here just trying to get you guys up to date with crypto. But as always, I'll let you guys go. Have a good evening. NFL starts tomorrow. Cowboys versus Eagles is going down. But thanks for joining. And as always, stay dangerous. And peace and hair grease. Miner is out.